welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
What's up, movie fans, and welcome back to Screen Hollywood. I'm your host, Adam. If you're new here, welcome to the Hollywood family. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and hype button. Also, bookmark and subscribe to our news publication at screenhollywood.com. In today's world of cinematic universes and billion-dollar comic book properties, it's easy to forget that there was a time before. A time when superhero movies were a wild, untamed frontier. A time before the formula, before the shared universe, when a singular, visionary director could create a hero from scratch. It seems one of the weirdest, most wonderful, and most unapologetically strange creations of that era is about to be brought back into the light. The reports are in, the gears are turning, and the whisper has become a roar. Universal Pictures is officially developing a reboot of Sam Raimi's 1990 cult classic, Darkman. This is not just another remake of a property we've seen a dozen times. This is a deep cut, a cinematic unicorn. This is a story born from pure, unadulterated passion and creative rage. So today, we are going to break down this incredible news, dive deep into the legacy of the original masterpiece, and discuss why this, if done right, could be the most exciting superhero project in years. Let's get the official business out of the way first, based on the report from comicbook.com. The project is officially in the earliest stages of development at Universal, and this isn't just a rumor. It's being championed by a major producer, Don Granger, a man known for his work on massive franchises like Mission Impossible. This signals that the studio is taking this very seriously. Right now, they are actively looking for a writer and a director to bring a new vision to this iconic character. And this brings us to the first fascinating question. The report makes it clear that the final form of this film is not yet decided. It could be a direct remake of the original story, or, in a move that I find much more exciting, it could be a legacy sequel, a new story that exists in the same universe as the first film. The decision will come down to the strength of the pitch they receive from whatever filmmaker is brave enough to take this on. Now, before we get into what this new film could be, we have to talk about the original. We have to pay respect to the 1990 masterpiece, because for so many younger viewers, Darkman might be a complete mystery. Darkman is a film that could only have been made by one person, the great Sam Raimi. This was his first superhero movie, years before he would redefine the genre with his Spider-Man trilogy. The entire concept was born because Raimi wanted to direct a superhero film, but couldn't get the rights to establish characters like Batman or the Shadow. So what did he do? He created his own. The film stars a young, brilliant Liam Neeson in one of his first major action roles. He plays Dr. Peyton Westlake, a scientist who is on the verge of perfecting a revolutionary synthetic skin. When his girlfriend, an attorney played by Frances McDormand, runs afoul of a ruthless mob boss, his lab is attacked, he is brutally tortured, disfigured, and left for dead in a massive explosion. But he survives. A radical medical procedure saves his life, but it comes at a terrible cost. The procedure severs the nerves that allow him to feel pain, which floods his body with adrenaline, giving him enhanced strength and a complete inability to control his emotions. He is a being of pure, unfiltered rage. He becomes a monster, a ghost haunting the city, and he uses his own flawed synthetic skin, which tragically deteriorates after 99 minutes in the light, to create perfect masks of his enemies, allowing him to infiltrate their ranks and exact his gruesome, poetic revenge. The original film is a cult classic for a reason. It is a stunning, unhinged ballet of genres. It's a tragic, universal monster movie in the vein of The Phantom of the Opera. It's a superhero origin story, and it's a dark, violent, and often hilariously over-the-top action comedy, filled with Sam Raimi's signature, kinetic, almost cartoonish style. It is a masterpiece of tone, and it is a film that could never be made in today's formulaic studio system. And that brings us to the Sam Raimi factor. Now, the report states that producer Don Granger is the one championing this, not Raimi himself. But let's be crystal clear. Darkman is Sam Raimi's baby. This is the character he created from scratch, his first foray into the genre he would later dominate. He will not want this messed up. I have no doubt that his blessing, if not his direct involvement as a producer or a consultant, will be absolutely essential to this project moving forward. His DNA, his spirit, must be in this new film for it to have any chance of succeeding. And that brings us to the massive, shadowy figure at the center of this. The actor who will have to fill the bandages of Darkman. Liam Neeson's performance in the original is legendary. He brought a deep Shakespearean tragedy to the role. You felt his pain, his loss, and his terrifying rage. He was both the hero and the monster. Sam Raimi and the producers will absolutely need a high-caliber actor of that level to fill the boots of the Irish legend. This can't be just another handsome action star. You need an actor with real depth, someone who can convey a universe of pain with just their eyes. Someone who can handle the intense physicality, but also the quiet, heartbreaking moments of a man who has lost everything, including his own face. It's a role that will require a true chameleon, and finding the right person will be the single most important decision they make. This is what makes this project so much more exciting than your average remake. They are not just rebooting a brand, they are resurrecting a character. A complex, tragic, and deeply compelling character. The final question is, which path do they take? A full remake or a legacy sequel? While a modern remake with a new visionary director could be fascinating, my hope is for a legacy sequel. Let the 1990 classic stand on its own as a perfect time capsule. A legacy sequel could pick up decades later. What has happened to Peyton Westlake? Is he still out there, a phantom of the city? Or could a new character stumble upon his old technology, becoming a new, different kind of Darkman? A sequel would allow them to honor the original while exploring new themes and new ideas. It is the more creative, and I would argue, the more respectful path. It allows them to expand the world, not just retell the same story. This is still in the earliest of stages, but the potential here is immense. This is a passion project, a chance to do right by a cult classic, and a chance to reintroduce one of the most unique and compelling comic book characters who never actually came from a comic book. In an age of endless adaptations, the return of a truly original hero feels like a breath of fresh, albeit slightly unhinged air. I, for one, could not be more excited to see who will dare to step into the darkness. But what do you think? Are you hyped for the return of Darkman? Should it be a remake or a legacy sequel? And the biggest question of all, who is your dream casting to play the new Dr. Peyton Westlake? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Screen Hollywood, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next update. I'm Adam, and I'll see you at the movies.